Hi! Today we're going to be putting on the sheeting, the interior sheeting, and the insulation. So stay tuned. Hello, I'm your host Jerry Hansen here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. Today we're going to be installing the inside sheeting of the walls on the Bunny Bungalow. And also we're going to be putting in the insulation. The insulation that I've chosen is this bubble wrap, packing wrap stuff that I purchased from Walmart for about 15 bucks. This is 150 square feet. This is enough to, one roll is enough to cover the inside. So let's go ahead and get that started. The inside walls, in between the studs, is 80 inches, so we're going to cut these at 80-inch lengths. Not with that. These little bubbles create an air chamber which retains heat. So we're going to go ahead and set this up between the that'll fit perfectly between there. Okay, the insulation is up, and now it's time to trim the sheeting. Speaking of insulation, I have this much left, and that's what's going to be wrapped around the water buckets in the attic, and then we'll wrap it in foil and probably put a 35-60 watt bulb up in between them to radiate the heat to all the buckets through the winter to keep the water from freezing. That light will be plugged into a farmer's outlet. It's a thermostatically controlled outlet, so the light will come on at freezing temperatures and keep the waters from freezing, and then it'll go off when the ambient temperatures become warm enough again. So now you got a sneak peek in the idea of my winterized water system for the rabbit tree. So let's go ahead and get these sheeting cut. To aid me in making a straight cut, I used one of these fairing strips, a couple of C-clamps, and figure out where my cut's going to be. We're going to do the same along for a cross cut. Let's see if that sheet fits. Time to tack this up. Okay, we got progress on the inner sheeting on the walls. Since all the insulation is installed, we're going ahead and installing the sheeting. So we've got this wall all done. We've got around the door done. And we've got around the front window done. This panel will be my last panel I put in, because this is where all the electrical is going to be going, is right in this space. in here all the way up through the ceiling and then into the attic and underneath the house. But as far as inside goes, all the electrical will be right here in this space. I still have yet to put the 2 pieces on the back and the piece on the side right here. The back, I gotta measure out where exactly I'm going to drill my holes, because these little water nipples are going to be poking through those holes, and that way the lines are protected and they're kept insulated from the freezing weather outside, so I won't have to worry about freezing water in the rabbitry. So I'm going to go outside and cut the sheet that goes onto this spot right here, and then we'll continue with the back, so hang in there. Okay, I've marked in this back wall where I'm going to be drilling my holes for the water nipples to come through. And so I got 3 holes to drill in this panel and 6 holes to drill in the other panel. So let's get this one done. We're going to poke this through the hole. Put that on there. Okay, final sheet goes in. This sheeting has the electrical components in it, so we're going to go ahead and put in that last sheet, and we'll be done with the sheeting of the interior of the bunny bungalow. Okay, I've got this last sheet all trimmed, cut out, and I got my boxes in place for my electrical plugs and my control box. I cut the hole for size there. For this control box, and my hole drilled for the thermostat wires. So let's go ahead and try to get this thing in place. So the last sheeting is up. The whole interior of the rabbitry is sheeted. My next job is to work out the detail of coating this plywood and getting ready for primer and paint. So I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this adventure of sheeting and adding the insulation to this project today. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye bye.